So when you come into Europe, you have all these wonderful ideas, all these beautiful plans, and how you are going to make it big, how you are going to do this and that. Then after the first 1 and 2 months, you discover that maybe things are not going as planned, and then things are not working. You are not making that big goal which you think you were going to make, or which you thought you were going to make. And then suddenly you start feeling insufficient. Suddenly you start feeling that you are not good enough. And this feeling is the feeling I call the imposter syndrome. And it is this imposter syndrome that I'm going to talk about today. I'm going to tell you how to avoid this imposter syndrome and near depression. Most Africans don't like saying we suffer from depression. So what looks like that, but I'm going to teach you in this video how to avoid it, because if you come and you don't take these things to heart, you would surely meet the imposter syndrome. Let's go. For this video, I will need to take off my jacket and take a seat because I'm just coming back from the grocery store so that we can have this conversation very, very well. Okay, I welcome everybody back to the YouTube channel. If this is your first time of stopping by, you can feel free to subscribe. And if you're a returning subscriber, thank you so much for always sticking to the wonderful work which we are doing here. And on today's video, as I said, I'm going to be talking to us about the 5 things you must do to avoid the imposter syndrome in Poland. The top 5 things for me, and I know that there may be so many other things out there. So maybe at the end of this video, you can always put your own down at the comment section, what you believe if you're in Poland. Then if you're coming to Poland, also anything you believe, just put it down in the comment section. Leave a like, subscribe, and share this video out to someone who is about to get into this jungle. So top 5 things for me. Number 1, you can never truly understand Europe till you get here. Now that is one thing you must know. You must really have this in your mind, no matter what you watch. Even you that is right there in Nigeria watching this video now, or maybe that you're in any other part of Africa, you understand, and you have the plans to come to Europe, you have the plans to come to Poland. You must know that you can never truly understand the experience of Europe until you come to Europe. That is one fact you must have straight, so that you never get overconfident, of the fact that, okay, you have learned this, you have learned that. So as you're coming to Poland with these things you have learned, you are going to hit it immediately. When you come with these experiences, these things you think you have heard, maybe from brothers, or maybe from your friends, or maybe you have watched on YouTube, and you come in here with those experiences or maybe those knowledge, and you think that you can live off based on those knowledge, you will find out that probably maybe 50% of the time you are going to get stuck, because the true experience of Europe only happens here in Europe. And until you are here, you are never here. Until you are here to face the hassle on the ground, you can never truly understand, you can never truly grasp what it looks like to be in Europe. So wait till you get here before you make the final conclusion. You can watch videos like these, watch other YouTube channels, but then always keep your mind open till you get here. Don't actually model any particular form in your head that this is what you are going to use until you get to the ground here. Then you understand, and from your understanding, you can now model something that is going to lead you through. Okay, number 2 is very important to me and to everyone out there now listening. Number 2 is you must box up your African ideologies and open up a new box to the European ideologies. Now, very, very important. While as Africans, we know that we have lots of ideologies. We have an ideology of morality, ideology of this, that, so many things. So, we are going to have these ideologies, and it is normal that we are going to carry these ideologies while we are living from Africa to Europe. And when you come down here, you are going to be met with so many cultural shocks. You understand? So because of your ideologies, you are going to be, in fact, it's going to be clear to you that you are going to be meeting cultural shocks. You must learn to box your African ideologies. I don't mean you should throw them away, please. I mean that you should just box them. When I say box, I mean keep them safe somewhere and then open yourself up. Because if you don't do this, you understand, you might be moving left while others are moving right. You'll be thinking left while others are thinking right, because the European mindset is completely different. You'll find out that things that are abominations in Africa, you will come here and they're nothing. You understand? So you might look at something as an abomination here and even call it an abomination here, and the next minute you're in the prison because you call this an abomination. And because you are in Europe, you must learn to accept that. If not, you're going to find it hard to mix up, and you will start feeling that you need to go back to Africa or something like that, or maybe you are not complete in some way. And before you know what is happening, this imposter syndrome will start taking over you because you have not gotten rid of your African ideologies, not getting rid of them completely, but keeping them aside and opening up yourself to be welcoming to European ideologies. It is very, very important. So make sure you are ready to accept these ideologies. If possible, you can Google about them, you can research about them, and maybe watch other people who have had cultural shocks. You understand? And then watch their videos and see the cultural shocks you are going to be meeting here, so that you can have a better mindset while you are coming, to avoid being stuck on the way. So number 3 is also as important as number 2. Number 3 is you must demolish any get-rich-quick ideology which you had before coming to Europe. Okay, the fact is that so many people see those in Europe as, oh my God, these people have made it big, they are making money. And so many people coming from Europe also, when they come to Africa, they spend money. So you see these things, and then you believe that somehow, once you step your feet inside Europe, it is an automatic passport to making money. Let me tell you now, that is a very false ideology, a very false mindset. Because sometimes you come into Europe and after 1 year, you have nothing. After 1 year, you have nothing. The fact there is, this might not be for everybody. It is especially for those who don't want to come to Europe for a life of crime. If you know you are in Europe to make it legitimately, to go to school, to find a career, to find a profession, and to build yourself in Europe, you are never going to make it quick. Even within the first 2 to 3 years, you are going to be struggling. You are going to be getting yourself prepared. You are going to be getting yourself financially strong. That is why I see when someone, maybe from Africa right now, sends a request to send financial help to someone who is less than 5 months old in Europe. And I'm like, what are you even thinking? Do you think we are coming to sit on bags of money? These things are so unreal. So I am telling you now, before you come to Europe, remove from your mind the ideology of getting rich quick. In Europe, in fact, there's an amount of money that will land in your account, and the Polish government or the European government will start scrutinizing your account. You will start being looked into. In fact, your account will be frozen. You will have to show the proof of where this money is coming from, what you did to get it, and so many other things. So you see that you are both sitting on a keg of gunpowder here in Europe. So please do not think about getting rich quick, because that will make you, when you come to Europe, oh my God, you are going to feel frustrated after 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 months. You look at your account balance and find out that there is almost nothing there. You are going to look very, very frustrated and be frustrated. And this imposter syndrome that you are doing nothing will start taking over you. Take that to heart. Number 4 is as important as number 3. And number 4 is, do not come to Europe with the ideology that it is going to be easy for you on the ground. I know sometimes you are coming from a very, very terrible country in Africa, like Nigeria, or where things are hard, where things are unorganized, or maybe some other African countries where the government is making things very difficult for their citizens. And then you believe that maybe when you come to Europe, that somehow the government or maybe nature will make it easier for you in Europe. You must know that you are not coming to a very friendly place. It is very clear. In Europe, most European countries have this culture of not smiling. Europe was a war-torn area for a very long time. So many of them don't even smile. So you will not find it easy on the ground, both in relating with the people and both with working everything. You have to remove that ideology completely that you are going to find it easy. It never happens that way in Europe. Most of the people here have said that, and I have also experienced that firsthand. Because there is this conviction that you will have that you will find it easy. Please, that conviction is very false. Know that you are coming to a new terrain altogether, and you are like a male lion coming into another territory, the territory of another male lion. Just like that, that territory will be full of uncertainties. You don't know the amount of female lions there, you don't know the amount of male lions there, you don't know what is going to happen. Just have it in mind that it is not going to be easy while you come down here. Do not ever believe that it's going to be easy. So when you have that mentality that it's not going to be easy, at least for the first 1 to 2 years, you will find yourself that when you come here and you face these challenges that every newcomer always faces, when you face these challenges, you will see that life becomes easier for you because your mindset is already set to the point that you know and you can be ready to face whatever comes to you. Number 5, and the most important of all, is you should see yourself as someone starting from the scratch. The problem with most of us is that we have these beautiful ideas. While we were in Nigeria, we have this wonderful, as a programmer, I had this very beautiful vision of myself coming to Europe. In fact, it was wonderful. You understand? So it was as if I carried on, like on a level plane, and I came the same way into Europe that way. But it's supposed to be like this. You drop down and then you start afresh. It's just the way it is. There's nothing you can do about it here in Europe. If you come with that ideology of that you are starting from an already made plane in Nigeria, you understand, you are going to be so frustrated because the acceptance you received in Nigeria will not be the same acceptance you receive here in Europe. That is the plain truth. It doesn't matter how skilled you are. It doesn't matter how good you are. The acceptance you received in Nigeria is not the acceptance you receive in Europe. So always know that you are starting from the bottom. Once you come to Europe, everything you had in Nigeria, it doesn't matter whether it is business, whether it is this big thing, you can be controlling it from a Nigerian perspective. But if you want to introduce anything here in Europe, or maybe you want to carry on a career or a skill down to Europe, you must see yourself as someone starting from the bottom, from the scratch. And that is the only way you can be able to sustain yourself to move up and up and up. Okay? So be very guided by these 5 tips, and I am sure that if you keep to them, if you understand them, if you let them assimilate, you can go back and watch this video again so that you can have a proper understanding of what I have just said. If you let them assimilate, you are going to live one of the best lives in Europe and here in Poland. Thank you so much for watching this video. God bless you. Feel free to subscribe if you love what you are doing here. Please subscribe to the YouTube channel. Subscribe. It is free. They don't take any money from you. Subscribe, share, like, and drop a comment. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Peace.